Hello everyone, welcome back to Ethereal Guidance. I hope you all are doing well. In today's Pickacard reading, we are going to be asking Spirit, what is the truth about what's holding you back from your happiness? So I have 4 groups for you to choose from. We have group number 1 with the affirmation, I am worthy. Group 2 with the affirmation, I release all negative thoughts today. Group 3 with the affirmation, I respect my body. And group number 4 with the affirmation, I am beautiful inside and out. So you can pause the video if you need more time to meditate on the piles. The timestamps are in the description box below, and I will see you all in your readings. Hi group 1, if you chose the affirmation, I am worthy, then this is going to be your reading where we're asking Spirit, what is holding you back from your happiness? So you guys chose I am worthy. At the end of your reading, we're actually going to take a look at the back of this card, which has a journal prompt. So for those of you that like to journal, this might be a prompt that you are interested in journaling. So I'm going to just place this right here, and we're actually going to get started with your tarot, and then we're going to get into your pre-shuffled oracle cards. Spirit, please tap me into the collective energy of group 1. Group 1, please, Spirit. Okay. What is holding group 1 back from their happiness, Spirit? Group 1. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles. What is holding group 1 back? We have the Knave of Swords. We have the 9 of Swords. What is holding group 1 back from their happiness, Spirit? And the Knight of Cups. Okay. So I'm already getting the message here for you, group 1, that I think something that you may struggle with is confidence going after what you want, taking practical steps towards what you want, taking practical actions towards what you want in your life. I see that many of you may struggle with stress and anxiety, especially as it pertains to your dreams, the things that you want to bring into your life, the life that you essentially want to cultivate for yourself. There's a lot of stress and anxiety around this. I'm seeing that many of you are dreamers with this Knight of Cups. You can daydream all day long about your dream life, about the things that you want to achieve in your life, the things that you want to go after in your life. But I think there is, with this I am worthy card, there is kind of a lack of confidence, I feel, for many of you. But let's get some clarifiers and get some more information here. Spirit, can you please clarify the Knight of Pentacles? The Tower. Okay. Can you please clarify the Knave of Swords? Whoa, okay. We have the 10 of Pentacles and the Devil. Yeah. It's almost like you're afraid of success. I'm getting. You're afraid of success. You're afraid of what comes with reaching a certain level of success in certain ways. Yes, you want it. Yes, you daydream about it. You think about it. But there's a lack of action or a lack of confidence within yourself, group 1, because of all of the other things that come with going after your dreams. Spirit, can you please clarify the 9 of Swords? Let me just finish clarifying here. Yeah, we have the Chariot, and can you please clarify the Knight of Cups? Okay, we have the King of Cups. Oh, we have 3 cards. The 4 of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the King of Cups. Okay. Do it like this. So group 1, okay. Your mind is like kind of all over the place. Like one minute you're like in this dream state with the Knight of Cups. You're daydreaming about your dream life. You're daydreaming about having all you could hope for, all you could wish for, daydreaming about the things that you want to work towards and the things that you want to achieve. But there's fear here. There's fear about taking action, taking real action, really committing yourself to something. And I think this is a fear of success. I feel this is a fear of success, a subconscious fear of success. There's fear of, your life essentially changing, even if it is for the better. We can sometimes get so comfortable and complacent with where we're at, even if we're not happy with where we're at. We're comfortable with it because it's what we know. It's what we experience every single day. We know what comes with it. So I almost kind of feel like there's this fear of the unknown with you, group 1, that prevents you, and even like a lack of confidence that prevents you from actually taking action, taking practical steps towards what you want in your life. And that is what's holding you back. Yeah, you kind of are in this energy of you want this beginning, you want whatever this is for you. It's going to be different for all of you, but you want this thing, but you hold yourself back. And I feel like Spirit is saying, to reach this happiness that you're wanting, to gain this happiness that you're wanting, you are going to have to take that risk. You are going to have to step into that unknown. You're going to have to release yourself from this devil energy of being stuck, of being complacent, of being comfortable in a place that doesn't even feel good. And I'm also feeling a little bit of a disconnect between you and your heart space, group 1. With the King of Cups here, it's like you're holding yourself back. And maybe it's because of logic. You're thinking very logically, thinking that you can't achieve something. Maybe it feels too far-fetched, too out there, and that's where this I am worthy affirmation is coming in, because I do feel like there's a lack of confidence in yourself. There's you don't believe that you can truly obtain what you want in your life, whatever this may be. Maybe a certain goal, maybe a certain lifestyle, a certain job, career. It could be literally anything. But there's this subconscious fear of everything that will change, that everything that comes with it, the changes that come with it, getting out of your comfort zone, I feel is the biggest thing for you. Group 1, Spirit, why is the Tower here? We have the Two of Pentacles. So this is about balance. Yeah, I think what this is for you, group 1, you've just gotten so comfortable where you're at currently. Even if you aren't happy with where you're currently at, you've kind of just reached this point where you've just kind of accepted it in a way. You haven't fully accepted it, but you aren't taking any action to change it. So in a way, it's you've kind of just accepted where you're at. And there's almost this subconscious fear of being thrown out of balance in a way. I feel like many of you have a certain routine that you do every single day. Every day is very similar or the same. And, you want something different, right? You want a change of pace. You think about it, you daydream about it, but you don't take any action because you've become so comfortable, so complacent, and you have established this sense of, I guess, balance, but it's not what you want, And so taking action towards this thing that you're wanting, taking action towards the life that you want, is going to throw you off of balance. because you are going to have to take a leap of faith. You're going to have to step into the unknown. And I think there's a subconscious fear with that for you, Group 1. And that is what's holding you back. This fear of change, fear of success, feeling worthy, feeling confident in yourself, in your abilities. And I do feel like many of you have so much success and abundance waiting for you on the other side. All you have to do is go get it. Like literally, we have the 10 of Pentacles here. But you almost have to step into this energy of the Page of Swords and like go after it. Take action. Don't keep yourself stuck with this Devil. Do not keep yourself stuck. Do not hold yourself back out of fear. Fear of success, fear of failure, fear of the unknown, fear of change. Yeah, some of you may be afraid of change as well because it throws you off balance. It's like, wait, I wasn't planning for this. This is too much. I think some of you may have that fear as well, and that's holding you back from your happiness. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at your oracle cards, Group 1. So you guys have indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. So some of you may struggle with trusting your intuition, trusting your gut, which makes sense with what I was saying with some of you. There's a lack of connection with your heart space, with your emotions. It's like you're connected, but you hold yourself back in a lot of ways when it comes to being connected with your heart space and your emotions and following your emotions, following your intuition. I feel like many of you are actually like very intuitive, but you don't follow it for some reason. Like you don't trust it. And so you may sit in this place of indecision, not knowing what to do, where to go, but you know exactly what to do. You know exactly where to go. You're just fearful and you don't trust your intuition. And that's holding you back from your happiness. This is holding you back from everything that you want to achieve in life, Group 1. So Spirit is saying you really need to learn how to trust your intuition. Trust your intuition as you make decisions going forward. Don't listen to the ego. Listen to your gut feeling. Listen to what your heart space is guiding you towards. What your emotions are guiding you towards. Do what feels good. Do what feels good. Even if it's scary. If you know this is something that you want, if you know this is something that you want to achieve, there's a reason why you want these things, Group 1. There's a reason why. It's because there's a version of you that exists that has all of these things. But you can't get to that version of yourself unless you take action, consistent action, and really allow yourself to feel into this. Group 1. Really allow yourself to connect with whatever you're doing, connect with your intuition, connect with your heart space, and allow this to guide you forward. Don't allow the stress and the anxiety to guide you. Don't make decisions out of fear. Make decisions out of love. And really trust your intuition going forward. We also have hippopotamus, exploration. If you have become bored with your life, you have the creative power to stir things up and revitalize everything. You can do this by starting new projects, setting new goals, and making spiritual connections. Oh my goodness, Group 1. This message, like, this sums it up. This sums it up. Because I do feel like many of you have become just, like, every day's the same. Life has become boring, and like you have a routine that you've become comfortable in, even though it's not fulfilling. And so I see that with exploration here, it's time for you to, I'm almost like feeling like stepping into the full energy, taking a leap of faith, trying something new, doing something different. And I feel for many of you, there's already something in your mind that you want to do, something that your heart is already in, but you haven't taken the practical steps because of fear of change or a lack of confidence, not trusting yourself, not trusting your intuition, not trusting your heart. And so Spirit is saying you have the creative power to make this change, to explore your options, to explore life. Starting new projects, setting new goals, and making spiritual connections. I just couldn't say it any better. I really couldn't put that into better words. So it's time for you to step into a new chapter of your life, Group 1, and allow yourself to explore life. Allow yourself to have new adventures and new passions, new projects. Like, by keeping yourself stagnant, you're not going to be able to experience the true happiness that you're craving. You know, if you're not happy with where you're currently at in life, but you keep doing the same things every single day, how do you expect anything to get better? How do you expect to get that happiness or that fulfillment that you're looking for when you don't make any changes, when you don't take any risks? So that is what Spirit is saying. That's the reason why, you know, you are not feeling that happiness that you're wanting. This is what's holding you back from the happiness that you're craving. We also have abundance, an inflow of money, love, or rewards. Yep. Like I said, Group 1, I feel like there is a version of you that exists that has every single thing that you want. With this 10 of Pentacles, this is abundance, right? This is you having everything that you could ever want, could ever need. This is stability. This is security. And I feel like this is waiting for you. You just have to go and get it. Whether this is money or love or recognition, maybe it's all of the above that you're wanting, that you're craving. Whatever it is, all of this is waiting for you. You just have to have the courage to go and get it. I absolutely love that. You have to be willing to take that risk. You have to. Okay. We also have, wow, key, successful outcome to your problems. That's great. That's awesome. So Spirit is saying with the key here, like I've been saying, there's abundance waiting for you. You just have to go and get it. You just have to walk through that door. You just have to put that key in the lock and turn it and walk through. Whatever you're wanting to do, Group 1, whatever you want to put your energy into, whether this is a creative project or whatever, Spirit is saying you will be successful. Like I said, there's a reason why you want what you want. Because there's a version of you that already has it and is fulfilled and is happy with this thing that you want. So all you have to do, Group 1, is do it. Let go of the fear, let go of the anxiety, let go of fear of change, and allow yourself to be successful. Allow yourself to be happy. Allow yourself to be fulfilled. Get out of your comfort zone. Do something different. Because you will be successful with the key here. I feel like this is just like a guarantee, like you will be successful. There is a successful outcome to your problems. You just have to go and get it, you know? You just have to do it. Temporary situation. I feel like Spirit is saying where you're at right now is temporary, or it's meant to be temporary. So by you keeping yourself stuck, by you keeping yourself stagnant, you're only prolonging the situation. You know, like where you're at right now is not where you're meant to be permanently. And I feel like for some of you, this really has to do with housing as well, like moving. Like some of you are meant to literally move somewhere else with a key in this tent. It could be that you're in temporary housing right now, you know, and Spirit is saying where you're at right now is not where you're meant to be permanently. This is not permanent where you are at. But in order for you to get out of this, you have to be willing to take action. You have to be willing to go after your goals, go after your dreams, allow yourself to explore new possibilities, and get out of your comfort zone and get out of this boring routine that you do every single day. Do something different, you know, and it doesn't even have to be anything big at first, right? Like you can work your way up, and you just start with something small, you know? Like if you normally like wake up in the morning and I don't know, you just hopped straight into being productive, you know, straight into work or whatever. Instead of doing that, maybe if you need to, wake up a little bit earlier and just have like a calm morning where you sit with yourself, maybe meditate, do some yoga, go for a walk. Like it can be something as little as that. Just doing something a little bit different can really make all the difference, group one. And it can just end up being like a domino effect, you know, where you're starting to do something different, you're getting comfortable with change, and then you just work your way up, you know. But I'm seeing that Spirit is saying where you're at right now is so temporary. This is not where you're meant to be forever. Like this is not the end goal here. You are meant for so much better, group one. You have abundance waiting for you. You have this 10 of Pentacles waiting for you. You just have to be willing to go get it and stop being complacent and stop being fearful of change. Okay, let's go ahead and end your reading off with looking at the journal prompt on the back of this card. So it says, how do I define my self-worth? What 3 things do I love most about myself? Okay, so if you're into journaling, there you go. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here for you, group one. I do hope that this reading was helpful. If it was, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will hopefully see you all in the next video. Bye. Hi group 2, if you chose the I release all negative thoughts today affirmation, then this is going to be a reading where we're asking Spirit, what is holding you back from your happiness? So you chose I release all negative thoughts today. So some of you may struggle with negative self-talk, self-limiting beliefs, things like that, but we are going to grab tarot and get further information. Also, at the end of your reading, we are going to look at the back of this card. There is a journal prompt that some of you may be interested in, so be sure to stick around for that. But let's go ahead and jump into your tarot, and then we're going to look at your pre-shuffled oracle cards as well. Spirit, please tap me into the collective energy of group 2, please. What is holding group 2 back from their happiness? Oh, okay, so we have the 8 of Cups. What is holding group 2 back? We have the 2 of Pentacles. What is holding group 2 back? We have the King of Pentacles. And we have the 2 of Cups. Okay. So I'm kind of getting the message already, group 2, that some of you struggle with trying to keep everything together. And what I mean by this is when you are struggling, whether this is mentally, emotionally, physically, whatever, I feel like many of you Like, don't allow yourself to struggle, if that makes sense. Like, there's this energy that you feel like you have to always be perfect, or that you always have to have everything together. I'm gonna clarify before I move further into this. Can you clarify the 8 of Cups, please, Spirit? We have the King of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles. Can you clarify the 2 of Pentacles, please, Spirit? The 8 of Pentacles. You guys are hard workers. Very hard workers. Can you clarify the King of Pentacles, King of Wands? Can you clarify the 2 of Cups? Oh, okay. 6 of Cups. Okay. I don't know if some of you guys are parents, but I am picking up that some of you may be parents, and this is why you may struggle with feeling like you always have to have everything together. You always have to be put together for your kids or for anyone that is dependent on you. Could be siblings as well for some of you, feeling like kind of like you have to be perfect all the time. You have to have it all together all the time for the sake of other people. So it's almost like you never allow yourself to really feel how you feel. It's kind of like suppressing. And with I released negative thoughts today, it's like you may be suppressing negative thoughts, negative feelings, emotions. And it kind of just builds up and it festers, you know, because you always feel like you have to be put together. Like you can't really feel into what you're feeling. 2 of Cups and the 6 of Cups. I need to clarify that, Spirit. Why is the 2 of Cups and 6 of Cups here? What is this about? The 8 of Swords. So I don't know if some of you are in a connection with someone that makes you feel trapped, especially mentally. And this may be a partner that there is like a disconnect emotionally. Like you feel like you can't really either open up to this person, you can't really lean on this person, especially emotionally. Okay, and this message might not resonate for all of you, but I mean, I am getting that there may be a connection here in your life. Could be a husband or a wife or a partner, someone you're married to, or just someone that you're with romantically, with the 2 of Cups. That puts you in this 8 of Swords energy of feeling trapped within your own mind, within your own self. Because it's like you're not able to either open up to this person, you're not able to lean on this person emotionally. You have to have everything together all the time, you know? And I feel like you're someone that's very, very busy. You have a lot going on in your life. And it's like you just never get the chance to just be, to just exist. You know what I mean? Like, let's see, Spirit, why is the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands here? The 3 of Wands. I think you're the kind of person that's always planning and looking to the future. You know, I feel like you're someone that is very, like, you're so, like, responsible. You have a lot on your plate. Group 2, I feel for many of you, you have a lot on your plate. You are probably very successful. And so it's almost like you kind of have to keep up with appearances in certain ways, or you just have a lot of responsibility, you know? And it could even be that maybe it's like you may not have, well, some of you may not be with this partner. You may have kids with this partner, and they maybe aren't really pulling their weight as far as co-parenting for some of you as well, I'm feeling. And so there's all of this just stress building up within you because you don't have the support that you need. It's like you're the one that's always supporting other people in some way, but you rarely get the support that you need. Spirit, can you please clarify the 7 of Pentacles? The 6 of Pentacles, yeah. I feel like you, group 1, are someone that's always giving. Giving your time, giving your energy, giving even your money, you know, to other people. Could be a partner, could be kids, could be siblings, could be parents, could literally be anybody. You're always giving. But you never have anyone giving to you, and you barely give to yourself because of this, because of these other responsibilities that you have. And I am seeing that you're quite a powerful person, group 2. With the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands, like, you are a very powerful person. You may not feel like it at times because you are just all over the place. You have so many responsibilities, so many things that you need to take care of. But you are truly magnificent. That's what I'm hearing. You're magnificent. Group 2. But what is holding you back from your true happiness? I think it's kind of like the lack of support. And not necessarily, you know, from another person. While that could be, like, that would be nice, of course. We all need support from other people at times. It is nice to be able to lean on someone. But what I think this is for you, group 2, is your ability to lean on yourself for once. Your ability to allow yourself to feel, to just sit with yourself and allow yourself to lean into yourself and feel into your emotions and feel into what, feel into your heart space, feel into your mind. To really just sit with yourself and block out all of the external distractions and just allow yourself to feel. Because I feel like a lot of you don't do that. You don't take the time to do that. Maybe because you feel like you can't, because you have other responsibilities, which, you know, I understand that. But it's like, I think it's self-care. I think it's self-care that a lot of you need. The ability to take care of yourself mentally, emotionally. You're so busy all the time. You have so much going on. You're juggling so many different things. You have to be on 100% of the time, and you never have the time to just be, you know, to just exist and to just feel into your emotions. I want to get some more information for you. What's holding group 2 back from their happiness? Okay, so we have the Star and we have the Hanged Man. Yeah, so this is healing, and this is, yeah. And we have the kids here, so some of you like really may have kids or people depending on you in some way. But what I think this is, what I feel this is for you, group 2, is that you really just need a breather. You need rest. You need to take time out, and maybe you literally need to do like some yoga or something. Self-care, healing. That's what you need. You need self-care and healing. You need to take care of yourself. You need to make time for yourself. And I know that can be a struggle, especially if you're a parent or you just have a lot of responsibilities, you have other people leaning on you. Some of you may even be like business owners, and that's what's taking up a lot of your time. And so Spirit is saying it's so vitally important that you take the time for yourself, group 2, to just relax, to feel into your emotions, to allow yourself to heal mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, maybe even physically for some of you. You know, even if it's just like 5 minutes a day, just take 5 minutes to just meditate, to sit with yourself, you know? Whether this is like, for example, if you have kids that you have to take care of, you know, just getting up a little bit earlier in the morning before they do and just taking a few minutes to yourself could be so important, you know? Or before you go to bed, taking a few minutes to just sit with yourself, meditate, do yoga, do whatever feels good. Maybe even just having like a cup of tea, you know? Do something that feels good. And really lean into how you're feeling so that you can release any kind of negativity, any kind of pent-up emotions within you. I do feel like many of you have a lot of pent-up emotions that you have not been able to process and release because you have kind of just been suppressing it because you have to go all the time. So Spirit is saying, you know, you have to be able to release. You have to sit with yourself, feel into yourself, and allow yourself to release any negativity, any pent-up feelings, so that you can feel lighter and feel happier. And I'm also hearing work-life balance, so some of you may need to have a better work-life balance as well. You know, prioritizing yourself more is so important for your overall well-being, group 2. You have to start prioritizing yourself more. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at your oracle cards. Okay, so you guys have adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. So with this card, I'm actually seeing the 9 of Wands in the tarot, which is strength through adversity, strength through challenges. I feel like you embody that. You may be someone that goes through challenges every single day, but there is this energy about you where you are just like a fighter. You don't give up. You're so powerful. I am feeling some of you may be like single parents. And so it's like all of the responsibility is on you. Obviously, you don't have to be a single parent. It's just kind of what I'm picking up for some of you here. So it's like all of the responsibility is on you, whether you're a parent or not. There just feels like there's a lot of weight on you. There's a lot that you have to take care of constantly, day in and day out. And I feel like you are no stranger to adversity. But even so, I feel like, you know, you kind of just move through the motions and you do what you have to do, but you don't ever really sit and process the way these challenges make you feel. You don't really sit with, you don't sit with how you're feeling, how the things that you go through make you feel, how they're affecting you emotionally, mentally, even spiritually. You kind of just brush over it. You know, you kind of just suppress it. But it's building up inside of you, group 2, and I think Spirit is wanting you to sit with that. Sit with it. Feel into it. How are your experiences making you feel? For some of you, there may even be lessons attached to these challenges that you're going through, but you're not even able to learn the lessons, you know, if you don't sit with it. If you just keep glossing over it, you just suppress it, brush over it, you know, act like it didn't happen, you just keep pushing through, which I understand sometimes, like, you have to do that because, you know, especially you have other people leaning on you, relying on you, like you just feel like you have no other choice. But I think that's the importance of prioritizing yourself occasionally, you know, like you have to do that. You have to, group 2. Especially if you're someone that you feel like you're kind of going through the same challenges over and over and over and over again. This may be the case for some of you where it feels like you're going through like the same bullshit every single day, you know? And Spirit is saying, if that's the case, if you feel like you're going through the same challenges over and over and over again, it's because you have not sat with yourself to understand why these things keep happening. Why are you stuck in this cycle? Why do you keep experiencing these same challenges? Is there something different that you can do to alleviate this or make it better in some way? So for some of you, that is the case. Just being able to sit with that and understand maybe there's something you could do better, you know? And for some of you, it's really just allowing yourself to feel into your emotions, feel into the struggle, instead of just glossing over it, brushing it under the rug, being like, I can't feel stressed, I can't feel anxious, I can't feel tired, I have to always be go, 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 go. But sometimes you do have to sit with that energy so that you can release it. You also have Panda, boundaries. Your space is sacred. Guests who overstay their welcome impact your aura, and you have every right to stand your ground. Your needs are important. You must nurture your soul with the same gentle love and support you offer to others. Oh my gosh. This is a beautiful message. This is perfect. This is it. This is exactly it. Boundaries. Yeah. You must nurture your soul with the same gentle love and support you offer to others. I could not put this any better. Group 2. So as far as boundaries are concerned, I am heavily feeling like this could be in relation to a romantic partner for some of you, or like an ex, someone that maybe you co-parent with, or it could be even family members, or just anybody that you're overexerting yourself to accommodate, that they don't even really deserve it for some of you, you know? It's like you're putting so much of your energy into helping other people, but you don't give yourself that same energy back, you know? That's the struggle here. That's the thing that's holding you back from your happiness. You're overexerting yourself, and you really need to put boundaries up when it comes to other people, and especially other people who are just not good to be around, especially like long term. I'm hearing like, and this really could be a romantic partner that maybe you need to establish boundaries with, or maybe even let go of for some of you with that 8 of Cups, because that's about walking away. But overall, this is essentially you prioritizing you. This is what this is about. This is about you prioritizing you putting your needs first for once. Because I'm feeling like this energy of being burnt out, you know, like it's just too much. And it could even be for some of you, like maybe you're like happily married or happily in a relationship, but you have kids that take up a lot of energy and time and all of that, and maybe you and your partner haven't had time to connect or reconnect. You know, maybe you need to go on a date night, you know, and reconnect and just have time without the kids. For some of you, it could even just be that, you know. But yeah, you need to prioritize yourself more. Group 2, passions. Don't be afraid to fail. Follow what makes your heart happy. So for some of you, there may be something that you want to do, some kind of passion that you may want to follow, right? And maybe the reason why you don't is because you have people depending on you, or there's other responsibilities that you feel like you can't walk away from, or you can't place on the sidelines. And Spirit is saying, if you want something, you need to go after it. If in your heart you feel like you need to make a certain move or take a certain action for yourself, Spirit is saying you need to do that. For some of you, this could be leaving a relationship. You know, this could be leaving a relationship. whatever your heart is calling you to do, you need to do it. Group 2 is essentially what I'm feeling. And it could be, is like, I feel like it could be different for all of you. But the message here is Spirit is saying, whatever your heart is calling you to do, do it. Because that's where your happiness lies. Okay? And I mean, it could even just be like I said, for some of you, you need time to reconnect with your partner. Hire a babysitter. Hire a babysitter and have a date night. Maybe that's something that you've been wanting to do, but you haven't made time for it, or whatever. Spirit is saying do it. Others of you, it's walking away from a relationship that's left you feeling stuck and emotionally unfulfilled, disconnected. For others of you, it could even be like getting custody of kids, like getting full custody of your kids. I feel a lot of like kid energy in this reading, so if you don't have kids, that's fine. It's just I feel like I'm getting a lot of that energy in this reading. But yeah, whatever your heart is calling for you to do that. Stop overexerting yourself and putting your energy into what you don't want, and start putting your energy into what you do want. We also have Dagger, fear, worries, tense situations. Yeah. So with the Dagger here, and even with the passions, don't be afraid to fail. There's fear. So I feel like this could be fear of walking away from certain responsibilities, could be walking away from a partner. There's something here for you, Group 2, where it just doesn't feel good, and you kind of just move through the motions because you feel like you have no choice. And Spirit is saying you kind of need to put a dagger in it and kind of put your foot down, put up your boundaries. Be like, I'm not going to put myself through these situations anymore. I'm not going to keep dealing with this person on this level anymore. I'm going to start prioritizing myself, prioritizing my own needs. That is what you need to do. We also have Beryl. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I feel like for you, Group 2, many of you may be putting your energy into something or someone, and you feel like you are not getting what you need in return. And this is causing this tense energy, this stress, this exhaustion. And so whatever is making you feel that way, if you feel like you're continuously putting your energy into something and it's just not giving back, or someone and it's just not giving back what you need, it is time to put a dagger in this. It is time to walk away from this. It is time to prioritize yourself and your happiness, okay? And for some of you, it could be that, you are so focused on maybe your kids or whoever is dependent upon you, and you don't even have like goals for yourself. You don't have passions for yourself. You don't have an outlet. And that's what's lacking. That's what you need. You need something for yourself, Group 2. You need something for yourself. You need to walk away from anything that is not serving you, anything that is causing you unnecessary stress, unnecessary anxiety, unnecessary sadness, negativity. And you need to prioritize yourself, your happiness. And it's going to look a little bit different for all of you depending on your situation. But that is what I am seeing that's holding you back from your happiness. It's you not prioritizing yourself, you not having boundaries, you not having something for yourself, not taking care of yourself. That's what's holding you back from your happiness. And it is completely possible to still, get everything done that you need to get done, and, take care of all your responsibilities and still have time for yourself. It is totally possible. You just have to rework some things. and make yourself more of a priority instead of other people, especially other people who don't deserve it. Obviously, if you have kids, that's a different thing, okay? But I feel like this energy really pertains to either a partner or an ex-partner, or could even be family members, okay? Anybody that's like grown, you know what I mean? Like anybody that's an adult, not your responsibility, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the back of this card. I release all negative thoughts today. So the prompt is, what is weighing most heavily on my mind today? What is one positive thing I can learn from this situation? This is so crazy, the synchronicities. This is basically what this adversity card was saying. You know, what's weighing most heavily on my mind today? What is one positive thing I can learn from this situation? What did this say? I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. You know, so I feel like there's something here, group 2. It's like a continuous cycle of strife, of challenge, and it's like the same kind of challenge over and over and over again. You're not learning the lesson. You're not learning the lesson when it comes to whatever this challenge is for you specifically. You know, whatever this continuous cycle is that is weighing on you, that is creating this negative energy building up inside of you, you need to change it. You need to put a dagger in it. Okay? You need to put up boundaries. And what can you learn from this? You know? What can you learn? So I'm going to leave it here for you, group 2. I do hope this reading was helpful and that it resonated. If it did, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will hopefully see you all in the next video. Bye! Hi, group 3. If you chose the affirmation, I respect my body, then this is going to be your reading where we're asking Spirit, what is holding you back from your happiness? So you guys chose I respect my body. I am picking up that there might be some self-care messages coming out in this group as well. But we're actually going to place this to the side. At the end of your reading, we're going to take a look at the back of this card, which has some journal prompts. So if you're into journaling, be sure to stick around for that. And we're going to get started with your tarot. And then we're going to get into your pre-shuffled oracle cards. So Spirit, please tap me into the collective energy of group 3, please. Group 3. I am hearing that, like, I'm already getting messages for you guys, but I'm already hearing that you need to start speaking nicer to yourself, speaking nicer to your body with this I respect my body card. Just being kinder to yourself, being nicer to yourself, being more loving to yourself. I'm already picking up this message, but let's see. Spirit, what is holding group 3 back from their happiness? What is holding group 3 back from their happiness, Spirit? We have, wow, the 10 of Cups. Literally a card of happiness and fulfillment. What is holding group 3 back? We have the 8 of Cups. What is holding group 3 back from their happiness? We have the Hierophant and the Fool. Can you please clarify the 10 of Cups? We have the 4 of Swords. Can you please clarify the 8 of Cups? The Knight of Cups. Okay. Let's see. Can you please clarify the Hierophant? The Stars. And can you please clarify the Fool? The Emperor and Temperance. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we do have the Queen of Pentacles. So, group 3, what is holding you back from your happiness? I was kind of getting the message here that there may be a change in what happiness means for you. And what I mean by this is, you growing up may have had this idea of what happiness and fulfillment would look like for you, like what you need to have in order to feel happy, in order to feel fulfilled. But as you've grown up and you've become an adult, and you've gained more life experience and you've tried new things, or maybe you're needing to try new things, this idea of what happiness looks like may have changed for you. But I'm almost getting the sense that it's like you're still clinging to this old idea of what happiness is supposed to look like. If I'm hoping this is making sense. I feel like there's something that you want to do, or something that you want in your life. Group 3. That maybe you haven't taken action on because it means that you have to walk away from whatever this idea of happiness that you've had since maybe you were a child, or that you've just had for a very long time. Okay? I am feeling like with the full energy, there is a new beginning, there's a new journey that you are wanting to go on, that you need to go on, where you are able to explore new things, have new experiences, and in a sense take control of your life for you, instead of living your life based on either societal expectations or just like, yeah, societal expectations, the things that have been placed on you since you were a child. You know, I feel like that's kind of the energy that I'm picking up on here. It's like you need to find out what true happiness means for you, not based on what society tells you happiness should be. There we go. There we go. And like the Hierophant, I mean, this is tradition. And it could even be that for some of you, when it comes to love, maybe your idea of love is different. I'm getting that because we have the 10 of Cups and there's marriage here, and the Hierophant can also symbolize marriage as well, but in a traditional sense. And with the Star, this is healing, this is hope, this is balance, this is a wish fulfillment. So it may be that, you know, what you want in your life, maybe it's different from tradition, maybe it's different from the norm, you know. So it's like kind of just exploring that, accepting that, allowing yourself to feel, almost like allowing yourself to feel different in a way. And it's not really different, it's just, it feels like it's something that goes against everything that you have been taught, you know, what you've been brought up to want, what society has been telling you to want. What that looks like for you, what that happiness looks like for you may be different from what society tells you, or what your family tells you, the people around you, your community, you know. Who you love might be different from what society or your family or your community expects you to love, you know. There's something about that here where it's just you challenging the status quo, allowing yourself to do that, allowing yourself to take charge of your life in that way, allowing yourself to have what you want, to go after what you want, to be who you want, to be with who you want, you know, and to follow your heart. Let me get some clarifiers here. Spirit, why is the 4 of Swords here? Why is the 4 of Swords here, Spirit? Oh, okay. We have the 5 of Swords. This feels like a battle. I mean, the 5 of Swords is literally like arguments, right? So you could either be battling with yourself internally, you could be battling with other people because what you want may be different from what they expect. What you want may be even different from what you expected, because you grow up with all of these pressures and society and your family and your community telling you what you should want, what should make you happy. Like, this is, and we all grow up with this, like society telling you this is what happiness is. If you don't have this, if your life doesn't look like this, then you will not find fulfillment, you will not find happiness, which is just BS. It's just not true. Happiness is different for everyone. So I feel like for you, group 3, it's like you coming to terms with the fact that what you want, what happiness may look like for you, is different from that. It deviates from the norm. And I almost feel like you need to stop either fighting yourself about this or fighting other people about this, and just allow yourself to feel into this, whatever this may be for you. We do have the 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck now, which is you needing to release this burden that's weighing heavily on you, and allow yourself to want what you want, and allow yourself to experience happiness in the way that you want, in the way that feels right for you. Like, don't try and put yourself into a neat little box that you just don't fit in. Don't try and put yourself in a box that's not meant for you. You're meant to create your own. You're meant to have your own happiness, and that may look different from the norm, from tradition, from society, from what your family expects of you, but who cares? If it makes you happy, that's all that matters. So even going back to this I respect my body card, I feel like this is you respecting yourself enough to go after what you want and to experience happiness in the way that feels right for you. Respecting yourself enough to do that. So we're going to go ahead and get into your oracle cards. So you guys have loneliness. I know that I am never alone. So with loneliness here, some of you may be experiencing feelings of loneliness, feeling disconnected. Even if you're not physically alone, some of you may be, but even if you're not, you may be experiencing feelings of like being disconnected in some way, maybe feeling different in some way. I do feel that, that may be the case for many of you here, because what you want may be different from, your community, your family, who you're around. There's something about you being kind of like an outlier, or like a black sheep, quote unquote, just feeling different from those that are around you. So even if you are not physically alone, you may feel lonely, disconnected, feeling like you don't have a community. And Spirit is saying, know that you're never alone. There are people out there that feel exactly the same way that you do. Your challenges that you're experiencing, like, other people go through the same things. You're not alone in this. You will find a community if you feel like you are lacking that. You will find your people. You will find your tribe, group 3. But the thing is, you will only be able to get there. You will only be able to find your community, your tribe, if you allow yourself to go on the journey of the Fool and to step into a new experience where you are like fully going after your heart's desires. Allowing yourself to, like, literally allowing yourself to be happy in the way that feels right for you. And I am getting the message that for some of you, this may be because you, maybe you identify as being LGBT or something of that nature, where it's like you just feel different from what, your family or whatever expected of you. And so there is this feeling of loneliness, feeling isolated, feeling just different. But Spirit is saying, I'm getting the message, the sooner that you accept yourself for who you are, the sooner that you stop trying to fight it, The sooner that you just allow yourself to be who you are, the sooner you will experience true joy and happiness, and the sooner you will find your community and your soul tribe. That's very clear message that I was getting, like the sooner that you accept yourself for who you are, the sooner you will experience true happiness and community that you may have been craving. We have Bat, transition. You must pay attention to the signs around you. The transition may seem frightening at first, but you must let go of old habits and patterns that no longer serve your higher calling. They would only hinder your growth. So you may be going through a transition. Someone here may literally be going through like transition, like being transgender, possibly. Obviously not all of you, but someone here that may resonate, where you're going through a transition. If not, I just feel like this is you transitioning into the full energy, a new beginning, and this may be scary. It may feel lonely. Of course, going through any kind of transition can definitely be a very lonely experience, but you have to go through this and let go of the old habits and patterns that are no longer serving you, because that's hindering your growth, and it's hindering you from finding your true happiness and finding your true fulfillment. Yeah. Needing to let go of, especially letting go of either belittling yourself, not respecting yourself, talking down on yourself, just being nasty to yourself. That's gotta go. That's gotta go, group 3. And I mean, we all go through it. We all go through periods where we're just not very kind to ourselves for one reason or another. But there is, with I respect my body, you needing to respect yourself more. You needing to take care of yourself more mentally and emotionally. And even just respecting who you are as a person. Because if you don't respect who you are as a person, how can you expect anyone else to? You need to be confident in who you are. Have confidence in who you are. Have confidence in the fact that you may be different from what people expected you to be or who people expected you to be. But who cares? At the end of the day, if you're a good person, that's all that matters. Lean into that energy. Lean into that energy more than feeling different or feeling like an outlier, feeling like a black sheep. Lean into the fact that, yeah, you may challenge the status quo in some way, but you're a good person at the end of the day. And that's all that matters. Your heart. Your heart is what matters. Okay, let's see what else. We also have putting in the work. Action that helps achieve goals, building the path for success. Yes, that makes sense with the Emperor card here. Putting in the work. Even putting in the work into healing. Healing your mind, healing your mentality, healing your body. Respecting your body, respecting yourself as a person, putting in the work to get to where you want to be in life. When you sit back and you daydream about your ideal future, your ideal reality, what does that look like, group 3? What does that look like? What are you like in that reality? What do you look like? How do you carry yourself? What do you do? What are your hobbies? What does that look like? Really sit with that. I'm hearing group 3. Really sit with that. Daydream. Think about it. Journal about it. And then put in the work to achieve that. Put in the work to achieve that. I do see that with the Fool here, there is a new beginning. There is a new journey of some sort that is beckoning for you. You are in this transitional period. And there is a new beginning that is waiting for you. And it's going to require work. We have the Emperor here, but it's going to be so healing with Temperance. It is going to be so healing, so fulfilling. you just have to get there. Like, you just have to do it. You have to allow yourself to do what makes you happy, even if it's different from what, you know, people may expect or people would have wanted. But this isn't about other people. This is about you, and this is about what you want. This is about who you are. Group 3. Building the path for success, putting in the work. Okay, let's take a look at your tea leaves. Okay, so we have we have teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Okay, I am getting with this card, and this isn't going to resonate for all of you, but I am getting, like, I was picking up heavy, like, LGBT energy with this group. Obviously, you don't have to identify with that. This is just, like, very specific message. Someone here may have, like, a best friend, someone of the same sex here, that you may have a deep friendship with this person, but it may actually go deeper than that, and it might be something that's more romantic, or it's headed in that direction, and that might be something that, you know, deviates from the norm in your community or your family or just society in general. And there might be fear surrounding this for some of you, okay? For some of you. And some of you, it may just be one-sided. Like, maybe you feel more romantic feelings towards this friend, and either they don't feel the same way, or you don't know if they feel the same way. But with the Fool here, I'm kind of getting, like, the message, just go for it. Just tell them how you feel. Just go for it. If the two of you are already, like, on the same page, if this is something that's reciprocated already, maybe you're just, you know, together in secret. I feel like there's a new beginning that needs to happen. Whether this is you literally moving away from wherever you are currently at, or you just being like, fuck it, like, this is who I am, this is who I love. Like, it could be different depending on your situation specifically, because sometimes you have to tread carefully depending on your situation, just for safety reasons. So only you know your situation. Group 3, and like I said, this message is not going to resonate for all of you, but I was heavily picking up that this energy where maybe you're just now realizing that you like the same sex, or just now accepting it. Maybe you're still battling yourself, going back and forth, but there's kind of like this element of just acceptance, accepting yourself, you know? We also have crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Interesting. Very interesting, because wow, okay. Because we do have this 10 of Cups energy, which you can see on the card. It's depicting a marriage. So I don't know if there's someone that you're dealing with, like someone that's a friend that's the same sex for some of you, where maybe it's like you've talked with this person about, like, moving away somewhere and getting married, having kids, being together. This is very interesting. I kind of love this energy. It kind of feels like running away with your lover to a little cottage and just living your lives in harmony and love and peace. And, you know, if you want kids, having kids, or even like animals, fur babies, or little farm animals, I don't know, but that's kind of what I'm picking up here. Like, somebody here might want that in some way, some capacity. And I'm seeing that Spirit is saying it's possible. You just have to do it. You just have to put in the work and do it, and accept that this is what you want. Okay? Now, for others of you where, you know, this doesn't resonate, you there's Maybe you don't have like this friendship or this connection with someone of the same sex. I'm actually not sure. Like, that's like really the only message that I'm getting with this. Let me clarify, Spirit. Why is Teapot here? Why is Teapot here, Spirit? You have the King of Cups. The King of Cups. I mean, this is just emotional, not only emotional fulfillment, but emotional maturity. Being able to really lean into your feelings here. So it could even be like, maybe it's not necessarily someone of the same sex, but maybe this is a situation where maybe you love someone who maybe won't be accepted by your family, by your community in some way for one reason or another. Could even be like an interracial kind of thing. It's kind of giving like Romeo and Juliet kind of vibes, you know, like forbidden love in a way for some of you here. Sorry about that, group 3. My camera just cut out, but as I was saying, I feel like whatever it is that you are wanting, or whoever it is that you're wanting, or whoever it is that you want to be, whatever is emotionally fulfilling, whatever feels good for you, whatever feels right for you, is what you need to go after. It's what you need to do. That is the only way that you will be able to find true happiness for yourself, is by literally doing or being with who makes you happy. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and take a look at your affirmation card again. And the journal prompt is, how do I demonstrate that I love and care for my body? Okay, so for those of you who like to journal, there you go. There's a prompt for you to think about or journal about. How do you demonstrate that you love and care for your body? Or even just how you love and care for yourself, you know? I feel this big energy of you needing to just respect yourself enough and love yourself enough to accept yourself, and to accept that, you know, accept what makes you happy. Even if it deviates from the norm or whatever the heck, you know, like accepting yourself for who you are feels very, very important. And allowing yourself to be happy with whatever it is that makes you happy, and not judging yourself for it. Really respecting yourself in that way. So I'm going to leave it here for you, group 3. I do hope this reading was helpful and that it resonated. If it did, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will hopefully see you all in the next video. Bye! Hi, group 4. If you chose the affirmation, I am beautiful inside and out, then this is going to be your reading where we're asking Spirit, what is holding you back from your happiness? So at the end of your reading, we're going to take a look at the back of this card, and it has a journal prompt. So if you are into journaling, be sure to stick around for this, and we're going to jump straight into your tarot here, and then we're going to take a look at your pre-shuffled oracle cards. So Spirit, please tap me into the collective energy of group 4, please. Group 4. Group 4, please, Spirit. Oh. Well, that was a crazy shuffle. Alright. What is holding group 4 back from their happiness, Spirit? Whoa, okay, so we have Death, the Ace of Pentacles. So there's a change that needs to happen. What is holding group 4 back? Wow, the 6 of Wands. What is holding group 4 back from their happiness, Spirit? Wow, the King of Wands. Okay. Off the bat, I'm kind of picking up more of like a career-based message. And like a success-based message. We do have the Six of Wands, which is success and recognition. And the King of Wands is such a fiery, passionate leader. But let me go ahead and clarify before I get too far into this. Spirit, can you please clarify death? We have the Two of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the Wheel. Some of you need to leave a relationship. Some of you need to leave a relationship that's no longer serving you. Can you please clarify the Ace of Pentacles? We have the Seven of Swords and the Page of Cups. Why are you getting so many cards? Can you please clarify the Six of Wands, Spirit? Okay. The Magician and the Moon. And can you please clarify the King of Wands, Spirit? Thank you. Wow, okay. So we have the Ten of Cups. Okay. So group 4, what is holding you back from your happiness? So right off the bat, group 4, and this might not resonate for all of you, this message, but for some of you here, you're in a connection that is not serving you. In a relationship, in a connection, it does not have to be romantic, could also be a friendship. For some of you, this is definitely romantic though with the Two of Cups. Either way, there's a connection in your life. There's a relationship here that is causing you pain with the Three of Swords. It's causing you pain, causing you strife, causing you stress. You'll know. You'll know if this message is for you. This is a connection that is no longer serving you. And there is a need to let it go. With death here, there's a need to let it go so that you can step into a new timeline where you are more happy and more fulfilled. And I do see with the Ace of Pentacles here, there is a new beginning. A beginning that is secure and stable and not filled with strife and emotional distress, group 4. So off the bat, that is definitely a message that I am getting here. You know, if that resonates, and you'll know if it resonates, if there's a connection in your life that is not serving you, it's not making you feel good, it's causing you pain, you need to let it go. You need to walk away from it so that you can shift onto a timeline that is better for you. And with the Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, and the Page of Cups energy, I'm actually going to clarify the Seven of Swords really quickly. Spirit, why is the Seven of Swords here? The Seven of Cups. I think this is about what you want. Are you trying to convince yourself that you don't want something, or that... Are you trying to convince yourself that you want to go down a specific path that you don't really want to go down? Group 4. Like, in your heart of hearts. Are you trying to convince yourself that you want to do something when you know you don't really want to do it? Could even be about career. Are you trying to convince yourself that you want to go down a certain career path even though you know that you don't want to? You know, whether this is because your parents want you to do this thing or something of that nature. You know, it's like, say you want to be a writer, but your parents always expected you to go to law school. So now you're trying to convince yourself that you don't want to be a writer. You're like, oh, I love law. I love it. And the reality is you hate it, but you're trying to convince yourself that you love it or that you like it and that this is the right thing to do. If you're doing that, Spirit is saying, stop it. Group 4, stop it. Don't try and deceive yourself. Don't try and make yourself want something that you don't want, especially for the sake of other people. And for some of you, it might not even be that, you know, it's because people expect you to do something different. It could just be a lack of confidence in yourself as well. So you try and do something that's maybe more practical, when in reality you want to do something that's more creative. But you take the more practical route either because of lack of confidence in yourself or fear or something of that nature. So Spirit is wanting you to make decisions from the heart. Do what your heart is calling you to do. Lay your foundation in what your heart is calling you to do. Not what logic is telling you to do, not what other people are telling you to do, what your heart truly wants you to do. That's the decision that you need to make. And I do see that there is success waiting for you, but it does require you to step into the unknown, maybe even being a little spontaneous in certain ways. But the thing I like about this energy, group 4, is that, stepping into the unknown can be scary. It definitely can. With the moon energy, it's like murkiness, it's not being able to see clearly. But it's almost kind of like a blank slate in a way, a blank canvas where you are free to create whatever you want. And with the Magician here, I feel like you have the ability to manifest your heart's desire. You have the ability to manifest success and recognition. You're able to reach the top of this mountain, but you have to go for it. You have to do it. And making decisions based on logic or based on other people's expectations, or just based out of fear of not being able to reach success, doing what you love, that is holding you back from your happiness. You have to believe that you are capable. You have to believe that you can reach success and recognition and reach your heart's desires, that you can bring this in, that you can manifest it. And I'm seeing it clear as day. You can manifest this. We have the Magician and the 6 of Wands. Like, you can manifest this. You can bring this into your reality. You just have to literally do it. You just have to do it. And you're so capable. You're a leader, group 4. I feel that you're a leader, especially if you're someone very creative. I feel like you have the ability to pave the way and do things in a way that nobody has ever done before. And yeah, I just feel like you are a leader. You're someone that people are going to be looking up to. And you're someone that other people are going to resonate with in a way that has never been seen before. And maybe it sounds a little dramatic, but this is what I'm feeling. I feel like you are one of a kind, especially if you are a creative person, if you're an artist in some way, and you want to put your art out there, you want to put your creations out there. I feel like it will be so well received, but you just have to do it, and you have to believe in yourself. And like, you obviously don't have to be like a creative person or want to have a creative pursuit. It's just in general, whatever it is what you are wanting in your life, whatever you're trying to bring in, you have to believe that you can do it, that you can have this, and not try and convince yourself that it's not possible and that another path is better out of fear, And definitely for someone here, there's definitely a relationship that has to go. Okay, there's a connection here that has to go so that you can move on to this new timeline free of this person that is causing you pain and strife. Because they're blocking you. They're blocking you from your happiness. They're blocking you from your success. And they may even be the ones trying to convince you to take a more logical or practical approach towards things, when in reality you are meant to follow your heart, group 4. That is what you're meant to do. And you're meant to be this King of Wands. You're meant to be this leader that people look up to. Creative, passionate, inspiring. That is who you're meant to be. And 10 of Cups, you are meant to have your happiness, your emotional fulfillment. Like, that is meant for you. That is your purpose. That is your birthright. Group 4, that is your birthright, to experience this. So anything that is not serving you, anything that is trying to convince you that you're not good enough or that this isn't the right path for you, you need to drop it. You need to let it go. Yeah. Let's see, Spirit, why is the Ace of Pentacles here? Yeah, the Nine of Swords, stress and anxiety. There's something that you want to do. There's some seed that you want to plant, but you just haven't done it because of fears. And it may be like you may have a lot of people in your head telling you that you shouldn't do this, that you need to take a more practical approach, more logical approach. You need to do this, you need to do that. You know, just like so many people in your ear all at once. And it's like you can't even like hear your own thoughts sometimes. I feel like you can't even feel into what you want sometimes because everyone else is in your ear all the time. So Spirit wants you to get clear on what you want, regardless of outside influences or opinions. You know, you need to get clear on what you want and what you want to pursue, what seed you want to plant, what you want to put your energy into. Because if you just follow what people are telling you to do, you will never seek happiness. You will never find your true happiness if you're just doing what people tell you to do, or following, you know, other people's expectations of you. I'm hearing it's time to become your own person, especially if like there's a connection here, a relationship of some sort that has just kept you stuck and stagnant, and in that Three of Swords energy of just being sad and unfulfilled. That needs to end with death here. That needs to end, and you need to rebirth into a new timeline where you are fulfilled and you aren't afraid of going after what you want, and you have manifested success, and you are this King of Wands. You are this passionate, inspirational leader, because that is who you are meant to be at the end of the day. That is what you are meant to achieve. So let's go ahead and take a look at your oracle cards. We have envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. I'm actually getting with envy that people are jealous of you. Okay. You may struggle with envy. Maybe you're envious of other people who are living their dreams. You know, maybe there are feelings of jealousy that come up occasionally for you. But I'm really getting that people are jealous of you, of your abilities. And I feel like for some of you, this is a partner. And this is why either they're mean, or they just talk down to you, or there's something here for someone where there's a person in your life, a connection in your life, and it doesn't have to be romantic, but there's someone that really tries to get you to not follow your dreams, and it's because of envy. It's because they're envious of you, and they're envious of the fact that they know that you can reach this Six of Wands, this success and recognition. They know it, but they're envious of that. And so they try and keep you down. They try and belittle you, and they try and convince you not to, because of their own ego and their own jealousy, you know? And for others of you, you know, maybe you struggle with envy in certain ways. We all do occasionally, of course. This is a human thing. And if that's the case, Spirit wants you to remember that you're the same as everybody else, but with different challenges. You know, you can't compare yourself to other people. You cannot compare yourself to other people. You are on your own path with your own set of challenges, and other people are on their own paths with their own set of challenges, you know? So try not to compare yourself. And if there's somebody in your life who continuously tries to put you down and tries to get you to not follow your dreams, you need to drop them. You need to let them go, group 4. Okay? Because they're envious, they're jealous, and they are not here for your highest and greatest good. We also have Swan, love. Wow. Okay. You have found your soulmate, or they are just around the corner. Remember that when two souls are destined to be together, they always find their way back to each other. All those things you've had to go through were worth it. Wow. So with Swan here, okay, I'm getting, okay, for those of you that are currently in a connection, And this is a connection that does not feel good. This is a connection that leaves you feeling sad or just doesn't feel good. Okay? Spirit is saying you need to let this person go. You need to move on from this person, because there is someone better. There is a soulmate right around the corner for you. And the Wheel of Fortune, like, this is about change, right? So there's a change that needs to occur. There's a death that needs to occur. Not a literal death, but there's a change that needs to occur. So for those of you that are in a current committed relationship, and you know that this isn't your person, you know that this doesn't feel good, this person is leaving you feeling sad, there's so much emotional strife in this connection, Spirit is saying by you staying with this person, you're actually blocking yourself from your actual soulmate. And I think as you make this transition, okay, and you let this person go and you move on to this new timeline, you will find your soulmate. You will. But you have to let go of this energy first. And for those of you where you're not currently dealing with another person, Spirit is just saying, you know, you do have a soulmate, you do have love right around the corner. But I think in order to get to this soulmate, you have to be willing to go after your dreams. You have to be willing to step into the unknown. You have to be willing to manifest what you want. What you want. Not what other people want for you or what they expect of you. What you want. Okay? Okay, let's see. We also have release. Yep. Release grudges, wounds, and pent-up feelings through healthy activities. Yes, for sure. So for some of you, you need to release feelings of envy or jealousy that you may experience. Okay? You could even be someone that is jealous of other people's relationships. Okay? Maybe you see happy couples and there's a little twinge of envy or jealousy that you feel. And Spirit is saying to release that. Release those feelings of envy, of jealousy, and realize that your time is coming. Okay? Your time is coming. It's right around the corner. We do have that Wheel of Fortune, so this is about change. This is about fate. Okay? And also, like I've been saying, if you're currently dealing with someone that is not here for your highest and greatest good, you need to release this person, because they are keeping you stuck. And you won't be able to find true happiness unless you walk away from them. Okay? We also have Nest. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. We have Pineapple, reconciliation. And we have Ladder, climbing towards success. I love that. Yes, you are absolutely climbing towards success. Reconciliation. And it's interesting, with the Swan card here, it says, when two souls are destined to be together, they always find their way back to each other. So there is a reconciliation happening. It doesn't have to be with someone that you've met in this life, although it could be if maybe you've had a connection in the past where you felt like this was your person, you felt like this was your soulmate, it didn't work out at that time. It could be that you're reconciling with this person, or this could just mean that you're reconciling with someone that you've had a past life with, a soulmate, okay? And I'm seeing with Nest here, an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. We do have the 10 of Cups here. So, you know, family may be something that's very important for you. And having this 10 of Cups may be something that's important to you. Maybe you want kids in the future, or maybe you just want to have your forever person. Whatever that ultimate happiness looks like for you, I see that this is so possible. I see that it is so possible for you, Group 4. You just have to go after it, and you have to release anything that is keeping you stuck, anything that is keeping you stagnant, anything that is making you feel like you can't achieve it. You have to let it go, because you are meant to climb this ladder towards success. Okay, this ladder is literally going towards the 6 of Wands. Yeah, you are meant for this. You are meant for your happiness. But you have to release anything that is keeping you stuck, anything that is making you feel like it's impossible, or anyone, you know? And I feel like many of you, this is a person that you have to let go of, so that you can find your happiness. And you need to let go of any mindsets of fear or of feeling like, you know, trying to convince yourself that this isn't what you want, when in reality you know that this is what you want. You're just trying to convince yourself that it's not because of fear. You have to release that as well. Okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at your affirmation card here. The journal prompt is, what does beauty mean to me? In what ways am I beautiful? Wow. So if you're into journaling, or, you know, you can also just think about it. You know, what does beauty mean to you? In what ways are you beautiful? Group 3. I'm also getting like, for someone here, it may be that you're in a relationship with someone that doesn't make you feel beautiful, you know, inside and out. Like, there are people out there that will just make you feel like crap, make you feel crap about the way that you look, and even crap about like who you are as a person, your personality. So if that is the case, if you are dealing with someone that makes you feel that way, you have got to release this person. You have got to walk away from this person. Group 4. I cannot stress this enough, because not only is it unhealthy, it's holding you back from your happiness. You know, anything toxic, you just have to walk away from. So I'm going to leave it here for you, group 4. I do hope that this reading was helpful and that it resonated for you. If it did, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will hopefully see you all in the next video. Bye.